Hey guys, alright, so, today I'm gonna be doing a route on the new Boston to Providence run TSW4. Now, I'm a little late to this, it's been about four days since it was released, and I'm just coming into playing it. It's alright, hopefully. But today I'm gonna be driving the CTC3 cab car. Now, I was thinking of doing a full route from Providence to Boston, but I think it would take up lots of space, and maximum recording is like an hour, so I'm not gonna do the full thing. I might stop at like a stop point somewhere in the line. Now, I did play it earlier this morning, like literally right before I just started recording it. I was playing it, and I mean, my honest opinion for now, it's pretty good. Alright, we open the doors. Now, something I didn't know this is I didn't know all these controls were in here. I had to go through a stupid scenario just to figure out what I was messing with. Alright, headlights are on. Open that cut valve. Oh, we open that reverser. Forward. Now, I definitely find this very interesting because there's two gauges. One on here and one on here. And I can't really read these type of gauges. I'm gonna have to get used to this. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna apply for, MBTA anyway, but this is very interesting. It's a very interesting way of explaining this phenomenon. I don't know why they had to put one up here. It's not like engineers are just gonna have to stop what they're looking in front of them and just look up here just to see how fast they're going. I feel like that's a little stupid on MBTA. They could have probably put it like right here, right next to it. Or just down here. Definitely room down here. Alright, but we'll lock the doors. Just release the brakes. Set the bell. A toot-toot. Now we're leaving. It's not really required, it's just out of courtesy. I just do it for fun. And our next stop will be South Attleboro. Alright, come on, accelerate. Now, what I definitely see from this is we have quite a bit of time to get to our station. We have about 8 minutes. Now, what I definitely think is interesting is, when I played this earlier today and yesterday, because I got it last night, there are lots and lots of sudden speed changes. Now, I'll point the sudden speed changes out when we get because there's one specific part I'm really kind of I'm kind of concerned with. Definitely because it's very unexpected. But I think alright, we'll shut off power so that I don't end up speeding. Like, there's just lots and lots of sudden speed changes. I think, especially one at South Attleboro. The one at South Attleboro is very interesting. I'll point it out when we actually get to it. For now, I definitely think they made the route a little, like, easy to, like, get on time with. Now, I was gonna play the Northeast Corridor one from not Boston, Trenton to near Pennsylvania Station, but I saw a video on it last night. I don't think I'll be doing that for, like, a few days. Apparently, the new timetables are very laggy. I mean, it's only for PC players. I'm currently playing on PS5, so I mean, really, I mean, console players is what's getting TSW the money. Lots and lots of console players. I mean, yeah, you have Rail Driver on PC, enhancement packs. Lots of people have consoles these days, including me myself. And it's just making the market of TSW just go boom. Interesting, it's very interesting. So, alright, how fast am I going? 53, alright, and we got a 70 zone. I mean, some parts are not sudden speed changes, it's just speed changes happen way too frequently. From 30s to 15s to 60s to 70s to 80s to 60s again to 100s to 80s and all that stuff. I mean, yeah, you do have quite a bit of time, but okay, I might have to shut off power when I get to 60, or when I get to, yeah, and I'm not doing this with like any gauge on the bottom right. If you're a newbie at driving trains, there will be an option to put a gauge down there, and I'm not doing it. It does highlight stuff for me. I might need to turn that off just so that I can get the best gameplay as possible. So I don't need to like rely on what it says to do the full functions. The horns are very interesting on these. Oh, close. I forgot you could also unlock these doors. You could also unlock it. And it'll slide open. How fast am I going? Alright, 62. Just get down to 60. Perfect. Alright, let me set notch 1. Oh, there's the MBTA 40. I think I'm gonna get late because I think last time I did this earlier, I think I had like about 20 minutes to get here, to get to South Attleboro. But this one I only have like 10. And especially with all these speed changes, it's definitely gonna make it really hard. Not even a mile away is a 125 zone. Oh, there's a 70. And there's the 125 again. See, like, you see this, like, it's interesting. It's very interesting. I feel like this could definitely throw off some engineers, especially on the Providence line, with all these speed changes. They're very. Oh, there's another 60. I didn't even see that 60. Luckily, I wasn't speeding, so I'm perfectly fine. Okay, my brakes are on release, but they weren't. Because the train's accelerating very slowly. Oh, there's the 125 zone. Watch, there's gonna be like another sudden like 70 zone or like 80s. My voice. 80 zone. How fast am I going? Oh, I'm pulling full notch. Or notch 8. So I cannot like just have the train slowly accelerate. Okay, we'll shut power off. I don't think these trains have, these trains do not, these CDC cars do not have dynamic braking, which kind of sucks. So it could definitely help with when trying to reduce speed to like specific speed limits, so that, or like when there's like a hill, like some percent grade, like if you want to maintain good speed, you don't want to apply too much brake pressure or too much throttle. Well, throttle doesn't really matter in this case if we're going uphill. Or actually, throttle does. And I'll set 2 so that I can keep my cruising speed. But if it was a downhill, I wouldn't want to set, depending on what the grade is, I wouldn't want to set minimum reduction. Because either it's going to apply too much brake power, or it's just going to, like, not do anything at all. And I'm going to have to set more and more and more until I finally get it. Alright, so we're 4,000 feet away, 3,000 feet away from South Attleboro. I might shut off power. Yeah, I'm gonna shut off power. When you get to the 2,500 feet mark, I might start applying some brake pressure. Alright. I'm gonna set about maybe like 30% service. This is 30% service. How fast? Still? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna shut off. I'm gonna have the train slow down. Unless it slows down too quick. Turn on that bell. No, next video, I might use the F40PH-3C that the game comes, that the route comes with. I definitely think it's very interesting. I already played it with it. The horn, it's pretty nice. It's not bad. I personally like it. I believe those have K5Hs. Oh no, I think those are K5LAs. This one I think is a K3. Alright. Send it. Alright, and that was pretty good. Oh yeah, here's a good view of the train itself. I actually really like this. One thing I wish this route would have is more trains. Because MBTA has lots and lots of rolling stock. Especially with the CDC ones. Oh yeah, and here's the PH-3C. It's definitely interesting. I wish I had the 2C, the bi-levels, the MP36's HSPs, also the, GP40s. I think they're MCs. Please don't check. See if I'm correct or not. I definitely think it's a very interesting, I mean, not saying the CTC3s are bad, and the F40-3s are bad too. It's just, I definitely think it would give more variety and, like, lots of people would buy it if this had, if it had more trains to come with the game. Like, it did not lock. Set full throttle. Or not shade. I think my next station's Attleboro. Yep. How far is Attleboro? About 4.9 miles. Alright. Oh yeah, what I didn't show you is it shows the next train status and like whether it's on time or late. Forgot to show that, but I'll show it at Attleboro. I definitely think it's very interesting. Here's the map. So this is where this is Providence. This is Providence. And this is Attleboro. I mean this route is pretty short. It's pretty short, not gonna lie. I think, I mean, it's not bad. I mean, for an hour-long route, it's pretty, it's alright. But one route I definitely want to see in this game is the Bergen Line and Port Jervis Line. I believe the Bergen Line and Port Jervis Line, well, not the Bergen Line, the Port Jervis Line, I think it's like one of the longest commuter routes in all of America. I think it stretches like 95 miles from Port Jervis in New York to Hoboken, or Hoboken to Port Jervis, New York. It's very interesting, and lots of scenery too. I really like it. And that is one reason why I always rail fan at Waterville. Alright, so when's the next speed limit change? Alright, it's at 60. It's a 60-mile zone. So why instead of 45? So, how far are we from Attleboro? Oh my god, 3.8 miles? Dude, these things quick as hell. Alrighty, we're in this. Okay, I might want to stop. I want to apply some brake pressure. And just know, like, these trains, like, brake pretty quick, not gonna lie. Like, if you really want, like, you really gotta, I feel like you really gotta be experienced. And luckily I already know how to drive these, because I've completed a full route on Caltrain, a route on Northeast Corridor. No. You see what I mean? There's sudden speed changes, and it's just so annoying. Not even like a few 1,000 feet, not even like 1,000 feet after I passed the 60 zone, I went into a 30 zone. And that's what really threw me off, and now I might get points deducted for it when I do complete it. If I do complete it, I think if I do complete it, I'll have to be off camera because I can't record up to an hour. I think this route takes like an hour long. So sorry. I'm gonna stop at like a certain station. I might stop at like. Well, how much minutes in recording am I in? Oh wait, I forgot. It's not the right button. Alright, I'm about 16 minutes in recording. Alright. So, we got a 30 zone. Okay, I can. I'm kind of surprised. I don't know why I didn't apply power. My general opinion on this route is it's quite. I mean, I think trying to get on time is going to be really hard on this route, especially with these speed changes. Like I've said lots of times. Alright, we're about approaching a 60 zone. I'm kind of surprised this is a 60 zone. This should be like maybe like at least 100. I personally don't think this should be a 60 zone. It should be like at least 100. Alright. I had to mute my mic because I sneezed. Alright. I definitely think the gaps between signals, I feel like they're pretty fair. Like, the next signal will be in, like, a few thousand feet, and then the next will be a few thousand feet. I mean, I guess it really depends on how they want to play signals, depending on, like, if there's, like, a switch or, like, a station close. I think it's very interesting. One of my friends just texted me. It's, I personally, myself, I think the route's pretty nice. It's very well done, lots of scenery. How far is Attleboro from me? 6,000 feet. Oh, really? I think at the next stop, I'll definitely, like, I will, I mean, I definitely will. You probably, I'll definitely probably be doing videos on this, like, without any commentary, and just do a full route from here to, Providence to Boston, Boston to Providence. I mean, I'll definitely make a video, separate video on the, I'll definitely make a separate video on the F40s. I can't fit it all in one, because of PlayStation's stupid time limit for recording. Alright, but your trick at the bell. Alright, again, definitely release. What's interesting is, like, any newbies, I would definitely recommend this route. I would definitely recommend it. I mean, because it stops pretty quick, and it can kind of get used to, like, the brake functions. It really depends on what you feel with. Like, if you want it to be from minimum reduction to a certain percent of brake or surface brakes, or is it going to be like release, hold, lap, service, handle off, and then emergency. I mean, they're pretty similar. It's just with, I think, especially with the ND Transit bi-levels and the bi-levels and the ALP 46s, it's definitely like I'm pretty sure every single New Jersey Transit equipment except for the F40s, I think, No, no, in the F40s we're seeing. Yeah, I think every single New Jersey Transit equipment has the type with hold, lap, service, handle off, and then emergency. Unless the Comets have that method too, I don't know. I don't think they do. With like the CTC method, how they do it. It's just release, minimum reduction, service, certain amount. And then I think it's handle off. No, it's full service suppression, handle off, and then it's emergency. I mean, if you want something with like the other method with like the handle off and all that stuff, well, like with like the whole lap service, I definitely think the ones with like the lap and service, like whole lap service, handle off, and that, those are actually pretty hard to do. Me myself actually had quite a bit of trouble with it. I mean, I did it on the Caltrain F40. I did it actually really well. I completed the full route. But this was on TSW3, so really nothing I can do to show, or maybe I could take a screenshot, I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, I kind of think I get the way it works. It's like, you set service, and it applies brake pressure. Depending on how much brake pressure you want, that's how fast it will stop. And, like, set it to, I think, hold or lap. Lap, if you set it to lap, it will stop applying brake pressure. With lap, it'll definitely stop applying brake pressure. And like you set it to just if you want to reduce the amount of brake pressure, just set it to release. It'll slowly decrease. And if you feel like you just want to keep applying, just do lap service and all that stuff. I'll definitely make a video on the Northeast Corridor when I have the time to, when I get the DLC, because I'm definitely not going to get it now. I just want to wait, because I did hear about Northeast Corridor getting a bit of buffs, and I definitely want to try it out after they release, because something I really want to see is a new route for NJ Transit, and I also want to see the ALPs, diesel engines, the Comets, and if they could, hopefully they could add the Comet 4 rail cars, or gap cars. Because I definitely think it'll make the route a lot more diverse. Like, they need to add lots of, like new cars. They need to add lots of new cars, especially for, like, practically for any route. The Antelope Valley line, the F-125s are unreliable as hell, and two, the Rotoms suck. I'm sorry for any Rotom fans out there, but I don't like the Rotoms. The Rotoms are total crap. I don't like them. They're practically just off-brand bi-levels. Like, the only engines that the Antelope Valley line has is the, oh my god. The only route the Antelope Valley line, the only engine or rolling stock that the Antelope Valley line has are the F-125s and the Rotoms. I definitely think if they added the F-59PHs, the PHIs, the bi-levels, I think it would definitely make the route a lot more fun. And plus, why do you need the Antelope Valley line? It's like one of the almost longest routes. I had to do a 19-mile stop from, I think it was whatever station it was, from there to like a station. There's lots of speed changes because there's lots and lots and lots of curves that I absolutely hate. It's so annoying to have to deal with all these curves on the Antelope Valley line. Like, I don't know why, but Dovetail was just like, because I watch your streams on the Ansel Battle Line preview. Like, yes, it's scenery, there's a lot of scenery and stuff, but, like, you gotta add, like, one of the practically worst lines in all of, like, the United States. Like, I personally do not like Metrolink. Metrolink is stupid. I don't like it. Like, we have TSW4 had lots and lots of other passenger railroad companies to pick from, and freight companies too. And they had to specifically pick a Metrolink. Like, if they didn't retire their F-59 PHIs and their bi-levels, I think they would still be pretty good. But because they retired them, I'm just not a big fan of them. And their unreliability, and the F-125's unreliability is ridiculous. And the Rotoms, too. I mean, Rotoms are alright, but the bi-levels were way better. Like, they've got to bring them back. Like, honestly, I'd be fine with Tri-Rail. Tri-Rail is a really good one. I like Tri-Rail. Or maybe, like, I want to see the MTA subway be in action. I actually really want to see it. But knowing TSW, if they added, they're only going to add, like, the modern R211s and, like, 188s and R142s, the 68s, 62s, and all that stuff. And I think the R46s as well. It really just depends on what line they add. If it's the one line, I think it definitely... Oh, speeding. If it's, like, something like the one line, it'll probably be, like... I think they have, like, R62s running on those lines. If they do add it, I definitely want to see, like, a variety of lines, not just, like, one specific line. Like, the 1 line, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, my bad, so I think, like, what I would find interesting is, so, like, I definitely want them to add the MTA line, or the, Harlem line. Well, they already have the Harlem line. I just don't want to see the trash M7s and the M3s. The M3s are good, but the just those two, the M7s and the M3s, I feel like that's just effortless. TSW needs to work on trains. Like, we need more trains to be added in some lines. Yeah, it's gonna be hard as hell, but, like, still, it would be worth it. You'll be getting lots of people buying stuff. No, I'm gonna need to start applying some brake pressure. I'm, like, going 71 miles an hour. Oh, some minimum reduction. I think it's because the brake application is, like, so low to the ground, I just cannot tell. I just can't tell what brake I'm in, like minimum reduction, service, suppression, full service, handle off, and all that stuff. No. I think this is, yes, minimum reduction. I mean, I personally like the MBTA. I just think if they added more lines, it'd be a lot better. I might overshoot the platform. And there's the Mansfield station. I think I might end the video off at Sharon, which is the next station. How much minutes in the recording am I in? About 30 minutes, alright. I'll definitely end the video at Sharon. Depending on how far it is. And I just realized I'm late by a few seconds. Like, if I go here, I could actually open the door. So I think that's very interesting. And I have to close it from the inside. I can't close from the outside. And the horn, the ditch lights, they only flash when you honk the horn. Which I definitely find a little unrealistic. And they also only flash when you turn on the bell. Like this. It's also like that for the F40PH-3Cs. I think if they turn it off like that, this stupid ditch flash feature, I think it'd be very good. Be very nice thing. Alright. I think it's minimal reduction. How far is Sharon? 6.6 miles. Alright, so I'll go to Sharon and I'll just end the video off. Horn shows, I think they'll be a little interesting. The sound of that is just gonna make it very interesting. Oh, I need to turn on the wipers. Okay, if that's gonna go on throughout, like, the rest of the line, that's gonna be very annoying. I'm gonna turn on the cab light, too, so that it doesn't get dark. There it goes. I think, okay, I only have like 5 minutes to travel about 6 miles. Interesting. So, the route, it's actually pretty fun. All American routes are fun to play, except for the Metrolink one. The Metrolink one sucks. And sadly, these are the only American routes I have, just the Boston route and the Metrolink route. Literally most of the whole most DLCs, they're literally all either like Europe or like Eastern US. Lots of them are actually Eastern US. Lots of them, like the Horseshoe Curve, the Ohio one, Sandpatch Grid. I think that's a Midwest one. I think. I think, also the Long Island one's a West one, so is New Jersey Transit, obviously. Not West one, East. What other American routes do they have? The Harlem line also counts as East. You know what I want to see them add? I have lots of route suggestions. I have, like, lots of them, like Mark. Oh, there's the PHS3C. I want to see Mark, like the railroad Mark, be added to TSW. I think that'd be very interesting. But yeah, overall this route is actually pretty good. This is like a $30 route. This is a $30 route, so yeah. For $30, it's actually kind of worth it. It's actually very fun. I think either tomorrow or the next day. Well, actually tomorrow, I might be at Hoboken for the Heritage Unit displays. Yes, tomorrow there's supposed to be Heritage Units being shown at Hoboken. Pennsylvania Railroad E8s and like all New Jersey Transit Heritage units. They're all going to be at Hoboken Terminal tomorrow throughout like the day. I might be going there, so either tomorrow when I get home or Monday I'm going to make a video on the F40PH-3C. And just like give a like overall brief of the engine and like how well it operates. I think if they added like different lines, not just the Providence line, like if they added different lines to MBTA, I think it would be like to TSW4 for MBTA. I think it would make the route a lot more better. Well, will be other than that, it's very interesting. It's a very interesting line to see. Okay, I'm now at 9,000 feet away. I'm gonna soft power, like stop flying. Those, the headlights though, that flash, the flash on those headlights are crazy. When I see the 5,000 feet, like exactly 5,000 feet mark, I'm gonna start slowing down. Or like 5,500. So flying. I'm gonna apply minimum reduction. It's even on minimum reduction. Oh, this see those people. Just realizing. I might apply surface a little because I am on a 0.6 downgrade. Oh yeah, and up here is the signal color. It shows like the signal color and all that stuff. Obviously, the route doesn't end here. Or end at Sharon. It ends at Boston because I think unless you make a scenario, then it will end at wherever. Oh. This might be the one I overshoot the platform on. Never mind. Oh my god, these. I did not see that. I did not see that coming. Oh yeah, and look at that. That is morning rush hour. See how look. The 806 train, which is the 806 train for Boston here on time, stopping at Route 128, and it shows the stop. The Route 128, Hyde Park, Back Bay, and Boston, or Boston South Station. You know, 1 to 5 coaches, or 5 cars, this service is operated by MBTA. Oh. It's very interesting, not gonna lie, I really like it. Or, well, I'm gonna end off the video on here. Alright, well, bye.